Ladies and gentlemen of Courtroom 101, today we will be discussing what should happen to the culprits within the UK of shoplifting. What should happen to these people, if anything? Let's get rid of this and be a bit more relaxed today. This isn't a murder case or anything like that, but it's something that's causing a problem. So if you want to delve in to this case and become the jury, then step on in and welcome to Don's Courtroom. What do you think should happen to the shoplifters? What do you think will stop them? It's causing a problem in the UK. Put down in the comments. Some of you think, oh, it's not a problem at all. It's no problem. Just leave them to it. Just live and let live. They can afford to make some losses, so let them carry on. Perhaps they're a big business. Perhaps they're a small family business. Perhaps you weigh up the odds differently within a family business and a larger business. Perhaps a family business, you're wanting them to get the punishment, you're wanting them to be left alone, the culprits should get the punishment for that, but higher end perhaps you're thinking that they shouldn't. Who's causing it? Who's causing it? Is it the people we know next door, born and bred within this country, or is it refugees coming over, or is it a mixture of people? Are they people that are just greedy? Are they people doing it in teams, so it's a business, they're making big money, they're not poor people? Are they homeless people, perhaps going into Greggs and nicking things from the shop doorway? This can happen, this happens all the time, we see it all the time. Are they stopped? No, they're not, because there isn't a police presence around at the time, and the staff are perhaps unable or unwilling to touch the person involved and commit? Do you commit a citizen's arrest, or is it carrying out a citizen's arrest? Do you want to get involved? When you watch it, do you feel like stopping them in the jeweller's shops when they're lifting holes of very expensive jewellery, thousands upon thousands upon thousands of pounds? Do you have any sympathy for them? Are they very poor and they're needing the money, or are they doing it as a business and they're already making money and they want to make lots more money? What do you think about that? Is there a differential between that and nicking from Greggs? Are they a similar offence? Do they need to be treated differently? I'll let you discuss, put down in the comments what you think. As the judge, I'm going to overrule the jury on this one. I'm going to dish out a possible sentence to these people, and I'm not saying that all children that pinch sweets or go around the back of Asda or something and break into little sheds or something, perhaps they've left the sheds open and they're nicking, I don't know, big trays of drinks or something like that, or hordes of the boxes of crisps or something. I'm not talking about that. Perhaps the children that do that should be treated a little bit differently, perhaps just given a caution. But the adults pinching it. Let's take the jewellers' shops in broad daylight. Let's take the bike theft in broad daylight with grinders, with bolt cutters. It's not really shoplifting, is it? But it's along the same sort of lines. It could be your bike and you're just watching them do it because you don't want to tackle them. What should happen? Could I impose the sentence for the jeweller thief in broad daylight and the bike thief? For your first offence, I will give you a caution. Do it again and you could be in serious trouble. For the second offence, same person, a fine or imprisonment, a short sentence. For the third offence, something more serious should happen. That will be discussed. The third offence, that will be discussed. Whether it should go to the fourth, for a fourth offence. Third and fourth can be similar, depending on the person, depending on what they have to say, a reason, whether there's a reason for it, whether the person has mental health. We need that diagnosed properly. A lot of mental health isn't diagnosed properly. So for the third or fourth, depending on the person, we cut off a hand, one hand, one hand. Fourth or fifth offence of the same offence. We cut off two hands. Sixth, seventh, eighth offence, we cut off another limb, so we cut off a foot, and then we cut off another foot. So eventually we have no limbs to cut off, so we go for the head.
Game over.
Death. If they carry on and on and on, death. That's what impose. For the shoplifters, a little bit different, It's not until the fourth offence that we cut off a hand. Fifth offence, two hands. Sixth offence, a foot. Seventh offence, the other foot, if they have one. Next offence, the head. Death sentence. Problem solved within Don's courtroom. Another problem solved. Will they think twice about doing it when they have the first hand cut off, which they've had lots of warnings. They've had a caution first of all. Caution for everybody. Everybody. That's children, adults that shoplift. Remember, sometimes you can forget. Go to the counter, have something else in your arm and you forgot. The self-service checkouts, the biggest crime wave of shoplifters. Shop don't seem to worry about that, do they? Because people were nicking things, nicking chickens and free food and whatever they put across. They kind of know, but they're thinking, oh well, got away with it. Do we class shopping bags when they make you pay 15p, 20p for them? And you think, no, I'm not paying for that, never used to. I'm advertising their shop, I'll steal that. Are we putting that in the same class as shoplift? No. We'll just give that one just give them a telling off for the shopping bag, no caution. But caution's dished out, so that should be the end of it really, with a caution. And I said the next step up, you can receive the normal type of sentence that you would receive for shoplifting, but if they do it again, it's starting to get... Remember, this works, it must work in Saudi Arabia, because they hardly have any crime over there. You can leave your doors open. When I was in the United Arab Emirates, they're not as strict, but you could leave your car door open, unlocked, car unlocked, your windows, your doors of your villa, where you were staying, renting, wherever you were staying, you could leave those open. Because there was almost zero crime, because they treated the criminal as a criminal. As I say, not as harsh as Saudi. And they are fairly flexible with Westerners. They do treat them differently. They do understand Westerners are they bringing in the money? Supposedly bringing in the money and working for them on a sponsor, etc. So when they commit misdemeanours, remember, in this country it looks a bit rough if you're drinking beer in the street, doesn't it, really? Over there, you just know not to do it. I don't know about you, but when you're kissing in public, you feel a bit strange anyway, a bit embarrassed, don't you? In this country, would you sort of do that? You might do it a bit, but you wouldn't really, would you? So they're aware Westerners kind of do that thing, but they want to crack down on that sort of thing, so they don't allow that heavy petting around, and they won't do anything drastic or such. They make a song and dance about it, bring you in and make you aware of what you've done, so you know not to do that type of thing over there, don't you? But that's a different country. But does it work? Do my ways work? Do you think that would be a solution? Do you think it should be no caution at all? Do you think they should go straight in for the hand cut? Do you think there should be one caution and then the next offence is straight off with a hand? What do you think? Or do you think there's a reason why these people are doing it? Remember the gangs of people nicking all the designer clothing? And they're doing it daily. We could tag on the beggars, but we're not talking about that. The pretend beggars, we could tag that on because some of those are making an awful lot of money pretending they're begging, but we won't tag that on. Not for now. For some reason I see that as a lesser offence than stealing blatantly from shoplifters, especially when the people have spotted you nicking your lunch, your full lunch out of the cabinet, and you don't put it back. You just cheekily give them a load of cheek, load of mouth, and walk out very quickly with whatever you've got. You could do that every day. I wonder if people are doing that every day to feed themselves. You've got to pay, you've got to work, but they don't. They just go in there. Why not? Breakfast, lunch, dinner from different Greggs. Some of them are fairly close together in town centres. Our other shops, they're just doing that every day, just walking. The shelf that's nearer the door, all the sandwiches. Something more gourmet perhaps. In the freezer section, if you've got access to a cooker or something, you know. Why pay? Why go to work? Just feed yourself like that. Food and drink galore. You could also probably fiddle, I suppose, in a way and go to the food banks and get all your food that way. I don't know what's going on out there. Do we know? Do we need to bring them into Don's courtroom? Please take care. And remember, try and keep your nose clean. Thank you for watching.